Welcome back to District Debrief. I'm your host, Sydney Register. Today we have on a GW student who, much like you and me, is devoted to fixing this country one heart at a time and wants everyone watching to know that she doesn't mean to offend anybody. Sounds like quite the saint. Everybody, let's welcome Jessica Evian.
I'm so happy to be here.
It's nice to meet you too. So, what brings you onto the show tonight?
Well, first I'd like to say that none of what I say tonight is supposed to harm anyone. Frankly, I don't want to be talking about this, but I feel compelled to come up here because I cannot bear to see this go on any longer. The world needs people to stand up.
Of course. What would you like to talk about tonight, Miss Evian?
Well, you see, after everything that I've seen going on in this country, I just have to say something.
Tell me about it. Do you mean that catastrophic debate or the erosion of our democracy or the planet dying?
Yes, all of those things. I just don't understand why Democrats and Republicans can't just get along and be nice, solve the issues.
I completely agree. We need more civility in politics, not less. Right now is a whole lot of mess.
Exactly. If they just sat down, maybe went on a coffee date and realized that we're all human beings, everything would be fine.
That's a great idea. But I don't know if just a coffee date would solve our partisanship.
But what about a gift exchange?
What?
Yeah, oh my God, a gift exchange. Every member of Congress could buy other members little cute gifts like friendship bracelets or hydro flasks. And they could all do a type of Secret Santa gift exchange. And then at the end of the day, they could get in their PJs, drink hot cocoa, and Mitch McConnell and Nancy Pelosi can shake hands and just be done with it.
Wait, are you serious?
Why wouldn't I be?
Jessica, I think your heart is in the right place, but I can't help but think you might be overlooking a few things about this.
Oh, I love new ideas. What am I overlooking?
I mean, for one, the Democrats and Republicans have some real ideological differences. Not to mention that the current Republican president retweeted a video that said, "The only good Democrat is a dead Democrat." I just don't know if all this animosity can be solved by, well, a congressional slumber party.
I don't see why not. We all just need to put our differences aside and love each other. I say, from this day forward, we throw away all that nasty nonsense like policy and ideology and morals. Just out of the way and say, no, we will not be mean. We will be nice.
Well, that sounds nice. Let me ask you about this. What's your opinion on universal health care? Good? Bad? Need a way to pay for it? What's your take?
Universal? Universal, what did you just say? Oh, Universal Studios. I love it there. So magical.
No, health care. What do you think about universal health care?
Oh, okay. I don't really know much about that, but I think if we're all nice to each other, it will probably just work itself out.
You think being nice to each other will solve the healthcare issue? Okay, well, what do you think about immigration? Specifically reports about what's been happening at ICE detention centers.
Oh, wow, okay. Well, I think that, well, if people were nicer to each other, those things wouldn't be happening.
So you agree that the camp should be shut down?
No, because I don't think that's very nice to the guards, and that's their livelihoods, you know?
So you care about the livelihood of the guards, but not the immigrants in the prison?
No, I never said that. I just think the guards should be nice too.
Okay, then would you at least say that criticisms of the way the detention centers are being run under Trump's administration are justified?
No.
Why?
Because criticizing Mr. Trump isn't very nice either.
But they're criticizing him for not being nice.
If they could do it in a way that doesn't hurt his feelings, then I'd be fine with it. And the same goes for the American people. I'm sick of seeing people fight over their deeply held, thoroughly thought out, and extremely important ideological differences. Even though we have different views about fundamental human rights, that doesn't mean we can't all get brunch together.
I see. Well, it looks like we're running out of time, but could you give me an example before we go of how we should address the issues in a nice way?
Well, we should stop arguing about them because arguments always turn out bad, so we just shouldn't do them anymore. But you know what? I'm a reasonable person. I know what's possible and what isn't. So instead, we should approach every disagreement by using the sandwich method. First, you compliment the person, and then you criticize them, and then you compliment them again.
How about you act out a scenario for me?
Oh, of course. I'm Nancy Pelosi approaching you, Trump, about the immigration issue. Hello, President Trump. What a mighty fine complexion you have. And I'm like really, really, really sorry to ask this, but could you please stop? What is it she's doing again?
Forcibly removing the uteruses of illegal immigrants, something the UN would classify as genocide?
Oh, okay. I got it. Mr. Trump, please stop being so darn mean to those immigrants, pretty please. And by the way, great choice of rug. Is that Sherman-Williams? I love them.
And that looks like that's all the time we've got. Thanks so much for coming in.
No, thank you. And God bless America.